Romantic relationships between athletes have long captured the public's attention. Whether it's in tennis, basketball, or even gymnastics, the connection between two athletes often adds a layer of intrigue to their careers, making them not only powerhouses in their respective sports, but also iconic figures in the eyes of their fans. However, the relationship between Jake Paul and Aliyah is far from typical. Instead of the usual story of athletes finding each other through shared competition or mutual respect in the same field, Jake and Aliyah's love story is one that's been born from two very different worlds colliding, one where digital fame and social media stardom meet the discipline and focus of competitive sports. Jake Paul entered the sports scene after gaining massive popularity as a YouTuber, while Aliyah built her career on the ice, becoming a renowned speed skating champion. This unique pairing is more than just about love. It's a testament to how diverse the world of sports can be and how fame can transcend traditional boundaries. Aliyah, born on December 30th, 1998 in Gravenzande, Netherlands, is a name that resonates strongly in the world of speed skating. At just 25 years old, Aliyah has already established herself as one of the top athletes in her sport. Specializing in the 1,000 meters, Aliyah has shown an incredible capacity for pushing the limits, not only in individual races, but also on the global stage. Her most significant achievement came at the 2020 Winter Olympics, where she captured a silver medal in the 1,000-meter event, bringing pride to the Netherlands. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Between 2019 and 2024, Aliyah collected for gold medals, 1 silver, and 2 bronze medals at the World Speed Skating Championships in individual distance events, as well as a gold and bronze in short distances. Her consistent technical prowess. Off the ice, she is known for her dedication to fitness, her positive attitude, and her ability to inspire others in the world of speed skating. Jake Paul's story, by contrast, is more unconventional. His rise to fame didn't come from traditional athletic roots, but from the vast world of social media, initially gaining notoriety on Vine and YouTube. With his comedic videos, pranks, and attention-grabbing stunts, Jake quickly became a household name. While many would have expected him to fade into internet history, Jake decided to reinvent himself by stepping into the boxing ring. His transition from YouTube personality to professional boxer shocked the sports world, but over time he earned respect with each fight. His early opponents were primarily former MMA fighters and celebrities, but Jake's victories over Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, and even Anderson Silva demonstrated his commitment and ability to compete at a high level. While his critics still questioned his place in the sport, his rise as a boxer was undeniable. And by 2024, Jake had built a respectable 11-1 professional record. Despite being seen as a controversial figure by some, Jake's journey from YouTuber to boxer reflected his relentless ambition and desire to prove himself. Now, Jake faces one of his toughest challenges yet. On June 28, 2025, Jake is set to take on Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., a former WBC middleweight champion, in a 10-round cruiserweight bout at the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. This fight holds significant weight for Jake, as it represents his biggest test in the ring. Chavez Jr., a seasoned fighter with a record of 54 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw, brings a level of experience and skill that Jake has not yet faced. The fight is a defining moment for Jake, one that will either elevate his boxing or leave lingering doubt is true. But after his victory over Mike Tyson in 2024, Jake's confidence has grown, but this upcoming bout against a fighter with years of professional experience will test his skills in ways he hasn't yet been tested. Jake's fans and critics alike will be eagerly watching to see if he can maintain his unbeaten record, or if he'll stumble against an opponent who has been in the ring with some of the greatest. But while Jake Paul's boxing career is grabbing attention, his relationship with Aliyah is also drawing people in. Jake and Aliyah have become one of the most talked about couples in the sports and entertainment world, largely due to their growing influence on social media. Jake's massive following of nearly 30 million people across various platforms gives him a reach that few athletes can match, while Aliyah, with over 5 million followers on Instagram, has cultivated her own loyal fan base. Together, they form a power couple that bridges the gap between the world of sports and the entertainment industry. Their relationship, though rooted in sports, has also become a symbol of how athletes can use their platforms to connect with millions of people globally, transcending the world of just athleticism. The two of them have used their combined influence to not only showcase their own careers, but to share their personal journeys, including the challenges they just romantic. It's about supporting each other's dreams, helping each other grow in their respective fields, and encouraging one another to take on new challenges. For Jutta, being with Jake has introduced her to a wider audience, and her presence on social media has gained even more attention thanks to their shared platform. While she has always had a significant following in the speed skating world, her connection with Jake has brought her into the mainstream spotlight. This relationship has allowed Jutta to break into new spaces, reaching fans who might not have been aware of her athletic achievements on the ice. Meanwhile, Jake's success in the boxing ring has helped elevate Jutta's profile, as fans from his world have begun to recognize her talent and hard work. The two have created a synergy that has boosted both of their careers, and their influence as a couple extends far beyond just the sports world. They are living proof of how powerful social media can be in expanding the reach of athletes and giving them a platform to inspire and connect with fans around the world. The energy surrounding Jake and Jutta's relationship isn't just about their shared fame, it's also about the way they support each other in their careers. They understand that being in the public eye means making sacrifices, especially when it comes to balancing personal and professional lives. They're on the move, attending events, managing their social media presence, and performing at the highest level in their respective sports. But despite the challenges, they remain each other's biggest supporters. Jutta has spoken about how Jake's discipline and work ethic have inspired her in her own training. While Jake often praises Jutta's focus and determination, their bond is rooted not only in their love for each other, but in a shared understanding of the dedication required to succeed in their fields. Together, they embody what it means to be both successful athletes and influential figures who have cultivated a brand that speaks to the power of hard work, passion, and connection. The Fever's win over the Dallas Wings is a perfect example of how teams can overcome adversity when they play as a unified unit. The Fever had just suffered a crushing defeat at the hands of the Los Angeles Sparks, and with Caitlin Clark out due to injury, many thought the team's chances of winning were slim. The energy in the arena was one of doubt after all. Without their star player, the Fever had struggled in the previous game, unable to find any rhythm or flow. The ball movement was stagnant, and the pace was slow. Aliyah Boston, the team's standout player, wasn't getting the touches she needed, and without Clark orchestrating the offense, everything seemed to fall apart. Dallas, aware of the Fever's vulnerabilities without Clark, they had a prime opportunity statement, but the unexpected happened despite the star. The Fever showed up ready to fight. Even though Caitlin Clark's injury had created doubt about whether she would play, the Fever's fans still showed up in droves. Despite the uncertainty, more than 20,000 people packed the stadium, setting a new Texas women's basketball attendance record. The fans knew that even without Clark, they were there to support their team and witness something special. The Fever's resilience was on display as the team started the game strong, with the ball moving efficiently and players stepping up in ways no one had expected. Ari McDonald, starting for the first time, brought an energy to the court that was contagious. Her fast-paced play and relentless drive created opportunities for her teammates, especially for Aliyah Boston, who began to get the touches she needed to